Hello and welcome back to another vlog. It has been a hot minute since I've done a vlog. I feel like we've so much to catch up on. I need to find a new place to put my camera in this car because, in case you haven't noticed, I'm in my new Toyota Yaris hybrid and I'm so happy. She is so gorgeous. Look at the interiors, and there's like a, I don't know, you call it a sunroof. It doesn't open, which is in this climate for the best, but it's just like a ceiling window. I don't know, I actually don't know what it's called, but it's stunning and I'm so happy. It's such a beautiful car. I've only been in it now for less than a week and I'm just very excited, very grateful. Anyway, this vlog is going to be a big catch up. There's going to be some house updates, there's going to be some new projects that I'm so excited to show you, and also just a little bit of a catch up and some fun kind of at home things. It's officially cozy season and I want to get the house kind of autumnal and pull out all of my autumn decor and my pumpkins and things like that, which honestly makes me way more excited than it should, but I'm sure a lot of you are the same. It's like such a gorgeous time of the year to just get really cozy in the house. So anyway, that's the plan. But what I'm also going to show you today is my new wardrobe kind of storage situation upstairs in my office. I can't even talk about it without like smiling from ear to ear, because I think that this is my favorite house project that I've ever done. So I worked on this project with the amazing Arena Kitchens. They do the most beautiful kitchens, but they also do custom cabinetry as well, and like, you know, built-in things, wardrobe, storage, office storage, like they do everything and anything. And what I needed up there was very specific, because not only do I have my clothing, my products, but I also have all my filming equipment, all of my work stuff. Like, it's kind of my workspace up there. They worked out a custom solution for the specific space up there, and like the measurements, which were so particular, and oh my god, did they absolutely knock it out of the park. Like, it's so phenomenal. So I'm going to show you that today, but I'm just running a few errands now. I have to pick up some more paint because we're getting some painting done this week. I also have some returns that I want to post, so I'm going to get my errands done and then I'll check back in when we're in the house and I will show you the situation. I wanted to give you a look at the before of this room. So this is right when we moved in. We had this carpet going up, and this is basically what the room looked like. So it was divided by a partition wall, and I think they had this as kind of like a bedroom. So what we did straight away was we got the partition wall knocked down. This wasn't too difficult because it wasn't like a proper wall. And then we stripped all of the carpet. You can see here the carpet stripped. That's the partition wall gone. You can start to see the size of the room and how much potential there is here. You can also see the slant in the ceiling, which is kind of the predicament that we had to work with this storage solution. So you can see here we had this big hole in the roof, but obviously all that got like filled and plastered. We did a fresh plaster skim on all of the walls. We redid the floors. The before and after on this room is honestly still so amazing to me, and you're going to see it now in the next few seconds. But this is what the room looked like with the partition wall gone. It opened it up so much. This was the prepping for the plastering before we painted, and now I'm going to give you a look at what it looked like afterwards. So this is our gorgeous stair runner running up. This was by Deco Designs. I'll link them below, and then you come up the stairs into the new room. So this is the new color of the floors that we did. We painted the walls, we removed the second radiator. It's amazing the difference that the fresh paint and the fresh floors can do to a space. And now it was ready for the fitting of the whole unit to be done. So the amazing team from Arena came in. Trevor was the one who managed the whole project, and he just was so incredible. I can't say enough good things about him. Like, the attention to detail, especially because with houses like this that are older, all the measurements have to be custom done. So there's so much work in this. Okay, so this is the final storage situation, and oh my goodness, like obviously we had worked on these plans together, so I knew what the finished product was going to look like, but I honestly didn't even expect it would look this incredible. I'm so blown away. I'm going to show you this when it's empty, which it currently is, which I think is the best way of showing you like the storage solutions that we went for, because they're so specific to like my work and what I need, and filming up here and all my filming equipment, as well as like my clothes and my product as well. So we're going to start over here, open this big cupboard here. So in here we have it built to the natural slant of the ceiling, and we have these two top drawers here. These are going to be perfect, I think, for shoe storage probably. And then under here we have a really long hanging rail. They've even kept my wall plugs in here, which is so handy. I don't know if you're going to see how big it is on camera, but this is a lot of storage. I can put in luggage in here, filming equipment, I can put lights and tripods like standing here, no problem. So this is the next one, and this is even bigger. This was done so well. So you can see here, we've got the same slant to the ceiling that they're working with. We've got added hooks in here. We also have the rails underneath here, and there's another rail underneath here. But the really handy thing about this, and this is really what brings it back to like my equipment, my filming stuff, is that this is like a walk-in area. So you can see here, you can go right in. You've got more storage down here. Those are all the rails down there. So your rail is down here, and then you walk in here and there's more storage in here. So if you go this way, you can see back out there. And then in here, we have more storage. Here to show you all this on camera, but you can see right in there, there's a whole space. And look how tall that is. That in particular, I think I'm going to use for my big standing light. So that's probably the biggest storage part of this whole thing, and it's very tailored towards my light. So then we're going to open up here, and we have the back of that kind of like smaller space that you were able to see. So look, you can see here in this drawer, it's the back of the area that I was showing you. So this one is a really long rail, which is going to be super handy for coats, of which I have so many. And then up here, you've got some more storage, either for bags or shoes or anything like that. It's just done very, very well. And then down here, you have built-in shelves again. So Arena really have maximized like every single square inch of storage in this room. I'm honestly so blown away with what they did with the space. It's crazy. So we're going to open up this drawer here, and then we have another long rail. Again, I feel like this one would be perfect for occasion dresses. Again, I have quite a few of those, and then they've used that space up there really well as well for additional storage. And actually you can see up here that they've even built the wardrobes into the ceiling. Like they finished them off so well. So if you open this one here, then we have some shelving. And again, we could maybe have put more hangers here, but I do feel like I have a lot of hanging space already, and shelving is just so handy. So we've got some nice shelving here. I feel like this area and this area will be shoes and bags, which will be very handy. So then if we open up this one here, this is where we get into the window box area. So this is a shorter cupboard, and we open this up, and again, more storage, shoes, bags, product, whatever it is that you need. But you can see here we have the window area here, and then when you look down here, they've built in this really clever window box. So you can see the ledge of the window here. We don't have a cushion for this yet, but I'm going to find like the perfect size cushions to put on top of this. And I imagine Remy will be up here chilling out, looking out the window, to be honest, but I can use it for lots of other things. And then here we have two really deep, these are like quite low down, which is great. That'll be really handy for like bags or bigger items. And they run across here that way. So just making use of every single piece of storage. And of course, as you can see with those drawers, they're like that lovely, like soft close. It's just so impressive. So yeah, this is the full like storage unit all completed. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to fill it with my bits and my bobs, which I don't know how long it's going to take me, but then I can give you another look at what the organization is, because I think that is really when you're going to see just how clever this whole system is. Okay, so I finally did it. I have filled the wardrobes and I'm so excited. excited to show you. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough as to how they currently are. So I'm pretty sure that this is how I'm going to have them set up, but I'm still figuring out some of the details. So if you have any advice for things that I should change or how I should organize things, please let me know in the comments, because I've never had this much space to work with. So I'm going to show you what we've got going on. Starting with this first cupboard here, this area I've used for all of my blazers and kind of lighter jackets, like heavier cardigans and that kind of thing. And it's really handy because I actually find that this is the wardrobe that I grab the most. I don't have them color coordinated. I probably should do that, but honestly, I'm just showing you how it literally is and how I've been using it the past week. Here I have all of my trousers and skirts. I did use some of the clip hangers, but actually I think I'm going to switch it and double the trousers and skirts over so that they're not hanging on the ground, because I think that'll be better for storage. Kind of like how I have this one here, because it just means that it's not touching off the ground, which I think is better. And then up here I have my kind of everyday jeans. These are ones that I tend to grab really frequently, my River Island ones, my Arquette ones. Here I have like heavier jumpers and fleeces. This is my 4th arc fleece. I grab these on the go for Pilates all the time. So they're a grab and go situation, which is very handy. Again, I could probably have these folded a little bit neater, but like this is how I'm actually using it. And if I did fold everything neatly, I don't know how long it would stay that way. And then up here, which is so clever, I just love how Arena have tailored every single piece of available space to what you could need. So this top part is perfect for my trainers, because you can see in there they have the slant, so they just fit in perfectly. They're like the perfect item for this little bit of space. And again, these are my everyday trainers, so I tend to just grab these and go. It also means I can see everything really, really clearly, especially my everyday shoes. I can see that these ones and these ones need a little bit of a clean. And then I also have these 2 hooks here, which are really convenient. You can throw like a dressing gown or, you know, a hoodie or whatever on them. It's just so handy. So this is the second cupboard, and there's a lot going on in here. So I'm going to bring you in. First off, I have some luggage here. I don't know if I will keep this here, to be honest. I kind of just wanted to show you how great the storage space is and how I can use it for that. I have a pair of boots here that I also need to move. But just starting here, I've decided to use this area for my t-shirts, my everyday t-shirts, my tank tops, my shirts, striped shirts, moving into like black tops, like slightly dressier tops. And then along here, we have kind of a mix. There's like some light turtlenecks, some shirts, a bunch of different stuff. But these again are my more regular use items, like stuff that I kind of grab. I know you're probably watching this and thinking, my goodness, this person has a lot of clothes. And you would be right. I do have more clothes than the average person. But it is what I do for a living. And I also have all of my like equipment and stuff stored in here, which I'm going to show you in a second. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at it. I'm not saying this is an appropriate amount of clothing for any one person to have. Anyway, let's keep going. If we go upwards, we've got more of this shelf storage here, like in the previous wardrobe, and it's so handy. So here I have some of my Emu, like sheepskin boots. Then on the top here, I have things like flats and sandals and heels. Again, I've got my Marks and Spencer ballet flats. I love these so much. And then my loafers are here as well. And then as we go along down, which you're going to see here further on, I've got loads of my heels. And actually I'm looking at all this and I think I need to clear out some of these pairs. I've got a lot of similar classic pairs of like pointed courts. I actually adore these ones. These won't be going anywhere. They're from River Island. But there's ones, let's say here, that I'm not using as much. Then here we have some more sandals. There's actually a pair on the back I need to get rid of. Then I have some Birkenstocks and some more runners. And actually along here, I feel like this will need to do a little bit of a cull. There's actually some more knitwear back there, and I think some of it is going to need to be donated because I'm just not getting the wear out of it. Then over here we get into like the walk-in part of the storage. So first off, you can see a bunch of lights, tripods and stuff here. This isn't even all of the equipment, but this is just some stuff that I've got here for now. Then I have a bag of, this is actually Halloween costume stuff, which I need to dig out. I think my costume that I'm going to wear is in here. It's one that I was organizing for last year that I never wore. So then I have some spare hangers here. Again, I've been going through things and getting rid of stuff, so I've got a lot of extra hangers. And then here we have stuff that is a little bit dressier. There's kind of some dressier items here. And then some stuff that I do like, but I'm just not wearing as frequently. So I think that this whole area is probably going to be subject to another clear out. I feel like finally completing this wardrobe and storage setup has actually made me really look at and like take stock of what I have. And especially with my move towards a more curated capsule wardrobe, I mean, there's so much stuff now that's not really getting the wears because I just have a really core collection of good pieces. So I feel like now more than ever, I don't need a wardrobe as big. So I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, which is really, really nice. So you can see these handy little hooks here I'm using for a little dressing gown. So then in this back area, I'm using for just some general storage, like off-season stuff and just things, I don't know what's in here. Like there's books, old papers, stuff like that. So yeah, that's everything from those two cupboards. And now we come to this one here. And this is the full length part of the storage area, and it's so handy because it is perfect for my coats. And again, living in Ireland and being a fashion loving gal, I have a lot of coats, so this is the perfect storage setup. And honestly, shout out to these rails, they are so sturdy because all of these coats are not light. So you can see there it goes right the way to the bottom for all my maxi items. I also have some robes here as well, and then up here is the perfect space for storing my hats. I have quite a few like big fedoras, as you can see, and they were always a bit tricky to store and they ended up being kind of on top of things and they get dusty. So this is just so perfect that I get to close the door and they get to be kept nice and safe. And then down here you can see I have my Louis Vuitton duffel bag and backpack, which is great for traveling. And then you can see in here at the back we've got more room for storage as well. So I do have some more boxes and stuff back there. Then we come to this next one, which is another full length storage area. And again, I honestly cannot commend Arena enough as to how they worked this out, because this area is perfect for my occasion wear. It's another full length storage, and then at the top you've got a little area there you can put shoes. I've got a box in there with some stuff in it, but really this is perfect for dresses. So I have like wedding guest dresses, occasion dresses, some of the like kind of bridal fashion that I was sharing, stuff that I don't reach for obviously that often, but that needs to be hung properly. So that is ideal. So then we come to this area here by the window and you'll see this little setup here, and that is actually for Remy. When I was designing this, I knew that creating this little space here by the window, I knew she was going to love it, and I was absolutely right. So when I'm up here filming or on my computer or doing whatever, she's usually asleep up here, but she did move off because I was moving around so much and packing the wardrobe. So she's gone downstairs, but I'll show you what she looks like when she's chilling there. So this one here, this is my shoe storage. You'll have seen my trainers and like my heels and sandals, but this one here is for boot storage, and it's so handy. So this shelf here, we did have the option of having another one, but I just decided to do a full length. It's the perfect height for my boots. I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs in there easily. I also put the little inserts into them. You know, those boot inserts you can get on Amazon for storage. I'll link them below, and it just keeps them standing upright. Then the next one here, we have like slightly higher boots. These are actually my over the knee ones, but they're impossible to store standing up straight. So I kind of just fold them down and roll them in. Then up here, we have more boots, again, slightly higher. It's just so handy, the height of these shelves. Then I have a whole spare shelf here that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. I could put boots in there. I might figure out some other thing for it. If you've any ideas, let me know. Could put some jewelry in there. Actually, jewelry would be a great idea to put accessories in here. And then up here, we have some more boots, and then I have my steamer here as well, just because it's very handy to grab. So that is my boot storage shelf. Over here, we have the final one, and this is my bag storage. Now, I'm showing you exactly as it is. I haven't tidied it up, so you're going to see some straps and things. Actually, here, I clearly just threw this on top of my vintage Balenciaga, even though this is a very shapeless bag anyway, so I think it's fine. But in the top drawer, we have my vintage Louis Vuitton Noé, my Speedy, which I got so many years ago. I love this bag. I have some other like dust bags and things. I really should have put a bit more shape on this shelf before showing you. This ASOS clutch. Then down here, we have like middle-sized bags. We've got my Coach Bandit bag, the Polen, Marks and Spencer. There's a bit of Louis Vuitton there, my old Saint Laurent bag. Then here we have a little bit of kind of like smaller width, but again, it's so perfect because I have space for each type of bag. It's just really efficient. So here we have like my tabbies, my Demeliers there. So it's like that smaller kind of crossbody size. And then in here, actually this should not be there. I must have been filming with that recently. Then in here, I keep my belts, some additional straps and things like that. It's actually really handy. These little inserts, they're ancient. They're from IKEA. Like this one is so scuffed. I might update that and get a nicer one. And then down here, there are a lot of occasional bags. So my little Pull and Berry, I've just moved the little Fenty baguette down here. There's my pochette and it just fits perfectly. And again, it's right next to where the cushion is. So Remy just chills out here and then she can just enjoy the view, this beautiful tree. So there you have it, guys. That is my current wardrobe organization for autumn winter, and I've done the big switch over. I've got all my coats out, all my heavier blazers. Like every time I look at this, I have to pinch myself. If you are looking for some solutions for storage or your wardrobes, if there's a particular part of your house or your work or whatever that needs a problem solved, Arena are just incredible. Like they absolutely killed it and they are worth every cent. Like it is just such a pleasure to have all my things, my work stuff, my equipment. It's going to make my life so much easier. Like I actually can't express to you how happy it makes me. Their service was just so incredible and I will absolutely be booking them for some other projects in the house down the line. They couldn't have done a better job. So my plan for the rest of the day is to get a little bit of work done. I also kind of want to do a hair and makeup demo for my Halloween costume. You know when you're under pressure and you're trying to do makeup for a costume and you're like stressing out? So I feel like I'm going to give it a bash today. Actually, also we got the sitting room freshly painted, which is so nice. It's made such a difference. We still had like the old paint from when we moved in and it was not in good nick, but it was just a job that just kept getting pushed out. So it's finally painted. It's so nice, but we don't have any like pictures or art or decor or anything on the walls. So I want to give you a look and maybe you can give me some advice on that, because I always love hearing your suggestions and I just think you guys think of things that I wouldn't think of. So I'm going to show you that. Here's a look at our lovely autumnal wreath. Isn't it so pretty? I love all the colours. I actually got this in Dunn's. I think it was €22 or something. It's such good value. And then our door is from the Palladio Door Company. They're such a gorgeous manufacturer of doors and it was fitted by Ecotech Solutions. They're actually based in Dunleary. I'll link everybody below. So this is in the sitting room. I don't think I've showed you the bar cabinet before. She's pretty full. Obviously with loving cocktails as much as myself and Joseph do, we have lots of fun spirits to work with. But look at these little pumpkins. These are also from Dunn's. I feel like Dunn's is amazing for homewares. I think this one was 8 and this burgundy one was 12, the larger size. I did get these last year, but as far as I know, I could see people saying online that they're in stock again. They're such a good find, like these little spindly, what are they, the stems of the pumpkin? So gorgeous. These little guys are so handy. I got these in a pack on Amazon. I'm not sure if they're still available, but I'll link them below, but they're so handy for dotting around. You'll see I have some more here with another little pumpkin. I think that was Home Sense or TK Maxx. That pumpkin was Primark. I just picked them up all over the place, to be honest. And then over here we have some more. Again, I think this one is Primark, some more of the little Amazon pumpkins. This is like the one picture that we have in the whole sitting room. It's a beautiful frame of Sydney. It's the place basically where we got engaged. My gorgeous sister Brina made it for us as a gift, which is so sweet. So yeah, we have this huge thing of space here behind the couch. And to be honest with you, this setup that we have is kind of temporary. Like when we moved in, we actually thought we would redo this whole room. But we're waiting a little bit longer just because we are flat out saving for the wedding, which is very much understandable, I'm sure. But what I want to do with this area is actually take the couch out and then put some sort of thin console table behind it, just to bring the couch out a bit. There's space in the room for it, to put something here. I'm unsure if I want to do a big mirror or a big print. I actually think a mirror would be great because behind me is the big double doors leading out into the garden. So I think it would be really nice to like bring in even more light. In this little corner area here, we have our vinyl player, which we absolutely love, and all our little vinyl in the crates. And then this is a room divider that I used for filming back in the apartment. And I just popped it here because, to be honest, I didn't know where else to put it. And I actually think it looks kind of nice. But I do think that this room definitely needs some love. It needs some photos, pictures, you know, so do let me know if you have any ideas and what you think we should put here. But we're just working with what we have for now. We probably will eventually redo this whole space in the kitchen and all that jazz, but the time will come for that. Apologies for the jump scare, but I did my hair and makeup test for my outfit. I'm going as a fairy. Oh my god, no, the room's a mess already. My costume is like strewn across the ground. I was like cutting fabric. I'm going to show you my full outfit, but first I'm going to like fix these ears, which actually are fucking annoying. So I tried to emulate like the kind of garden fairy cottagecore makeup style that I was seeing for costumes on TikTok. So it's like a really blurred, smudged kind of red lip, like a bitten lip, if that makes sense, and then really rosy blush, like loads of blush. I'm looking on camera and I'm like, do I need more? And then some kind of iridescent shimmer in the eye, and then some gems for good measure. And then I have butterflies in my hair. I've crimped my hair, you know, those like barrel wavers. I'll put in a picture here, I'll link it. It's actually so handy. Probably has fried my hair, but it's fine. So now I just need to do these feckin' ears, but I feel like it turned out well. I basically bought like 3 nightgowns and a pair of fairy wings, and then put one of the nightgowns over them, and then just used butterfly clips. These butterfly clips I picked up in Claire's Accessories in Dundrum today. Guess how much they cost? €15 for, I think, like 8 of these tiny clips. €15. I can't even. Okay, I'm going to show you the outfit. Right. I'm stepping on everything. Okay. Okay, so what do you think? I love it. I feel like it worked very well. And when I tell you it was a very cheap costume, I'd say the most expensive thing about the costume was these shaggin' butterfly clips for 15 quid, which obviously I'm still not over. I feel like it turned out really, really well. And then I have the shoes that I wore to my engagement party, these big white shoes. And then this is what my hair looks like. It's honestly, I feel like my spirit animal is like a garden fairy. So I feel like this works. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. You'll have to excuse me if this vlog was all over the shop because it's been a hot minute since I've done a vlog, but I hope you enjoyed seeing the house updates and of course my fabulous new wardrobes, which I'm just so happy about. But I will definitely be doing more vlogs soon, so do let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. And yeah, I will check back with you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!